Alright everybody, good to see you all. Hope you're all doing well. We are here for a very exciting night. It's gonna be a long night for sure. I can already see Bo Jets is here. Good to see you, Bo Jets. Good to see everybody. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. It's a very exciting night indeed in the world of wrestling. Tonight is not an ordinary NXT episode or an ordinary AEW episode. Tonight is WWE's NXT versus AEW. These two promotions, these two brands are going head to head. They're bringing the best that they've got up their sleeve. They're pulling on their best socks. And yeah, it's gonna be quite an interesting night. Good to see everybody. Good to see you. That's right, my brother Jeff. Ricky is here. Good to see you. We got Timothy Williams in the house. Good to see everybody. Tonight is a big night, guys. AEW Dynamite, WWE's NXT, they go to war, and I mean literally war. They can say it over and over again that, hey, we're not at war, we're good, we're at peace. It's a war that fans have created in their head, but we know it, it's a fact. Tonight is all about war, and nothing speaks war more than Chucky. The scary Chucky doll is making its return tonight on NXT. Chucky the doll is gonna be here. Not sure what Chucky has in store for us, but Chucky will be here. We'll see how this goes down. I can see Chris here, Ricky, Timothy, Jeff. Good to see everybody. My brother Gary, good to see you. Love that. Timothy says, yo, my character is Goku. I love that. And for me, looks like I'm Michael Jackson's. That's pretty damn cool. I just realized. That's nice. Okay. Good to see you, Jeff. Gary, my man, look at that, and we've got a very busy show. We got Kevin Owens bringing his Kevin Owens, the KO show, to NXT. We've got our Oro Mensah and Wesley. They're going to be teaming up to take on Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. On top of that, we've got a lot of darkness that's going to be falling on tonight, right? We got Cora Jade in action, we got Roxanne Perez in action, we got Cameron Grimes. It's going to be a very exciting show, exciting NXT for sure. On top of that, we've got AEW Dynamite, which is going to be no less. It's going to be even better because we've got Moxley versus Hangman Page for the first time ever. It's going to be for the AEW World title. On top of that, Chris Jericho will be defending his ROH Championship. Tony Storm and Hikaru Shida, they're going to be battling for the interim women's title, and Death Triangle and Best Friends are going to be having the rematch. On top of that, MJF's going to be there, and they definitely have some surprise up their sleeve as well, which will be unveiled tonight. So overall, tonight is a very exciting night. Ready for it. It's going to be great. That's right. Thank you for that, Gary. Thank you. Mr. Singh, good to see everybody. And Timothy says, imagine me saying Super Saiyan in the chat. That's right, yeah? Come on, that'd be so great. Ricky, love that. Okay, Yankees won. That's great. Congratulations to all the people here from New York. The Yankees did it. I love that. And good to see you, Marcus here. Love to see that. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, brother. Nautic is in the house, my man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. And WWE really wants to battle AEW. And from the reports that are emerging, Dave Meltzer said it this morning that they don't want to lose. They will not accept a loss against AEW, is what the reports are coming out of the WWE locker room. They are not ready to accept a loss here tonight. They want to win and win at all costs. They're pulling up the best socks that they've got, all the best weapons that they can bring to NXT. They're bringing them on here. That's right. AEW has a work cut out for them tonight. That's right, brother. Absolutely, Gary. It's going to be a very interesting night. Chris Jericho, by the way, has signed a contract extension. He's going to be with AEW until at least 2025. So that's one of the big news coming out of AEW today. In my opinion, WWE will trash AEW. No offense to AEW fans, because I'm a fan too. All right, Timothy. All right, let's see how this goes down. AEW definitely has some big shows happening as well. Hey, love that. Wait a second. I don't have to speak any further. We got James in the house, and look at the AEW chants going on. All right, guys. If you're a WWE fan, an AEW fan, let us know in the chat. Chant for your promotion if you want to. AEW, WWE, let's go. I love that, James, here with the AEW chants. I like that. All right, sweet. Well, it's going to be a very interesting night for sure. That's right, true. And I'll tell you something. I am not going offline. I'm going to be staying online, and from now until at least mid-November, I'm going to be having a very busy few days streaming, because I'm going to be starting off my mornings with wrestling, and there's a lot of cricket after cricket. The World Cup is upon us, so I'm going to be here live, so you're going to be able to catch me watching wrestling or watching cricket live right here. for a month. It's gonna be crazy. That's right. Let's go, John Moxley. I'm going for John to beat Hangman. All right, Timothy. Okay. I think it's gonna be Moxley as well. I think Moxley will win. Speaking of that, the shows are just getting on right now. Okay, guys, let's go. It's gonna be a wild ride. Let's go, Sonic. Good to see you, Chua. Good to see you, my brother. Let's go. What show are we watching? Holy crap. Okay. I don't know. We're just getting into it. I'm already super confused. I don't know which way to look. Oh wow. I'll need your help, guys. Keep doing the commentary with me right here in the chat. I'll need your help to do... Wait a second. Is that Chucky the doll? What's going on? Oh! Judgment Day. Now, this is one way to open the show. They're opening this show with a pretty hot act. You know, I really hope that Judgment Day, they've arrived right here in NXT. I hope that they go back and they leave Dominic behind, because that guy needs to be in NXT. This is where he belongs. Hopefully they've come out here to drop off their little brother, Dominic Mysterio, at NXT. Hopefully this is where he's going to be staying for the, you know, next few months at least. That's right, AEW is on my screen. I like that. True. Okay, my brother. All right. Sonic says AEW. I like that. Okay. If it's Chucky showing right now, you're seeing NXT. it's not Chucky. It's Chucky's little baby brother, I guess, Dominic. And I can see Orange Cassidy making his way out with the best friends. So both the ways I'm looking at some greatness. You know, of course, you've got the Judgment Day. You've got Orange Cassidy, best friends. They're going to be battling the Death Triangle. So, wow, this is quite interesting. Both the shows, basically, are kicking things off with their own factions, right? With some faction stuff here. Let's see what's going to be happening here. Trios rematch to open Dynamite. That's right, True. It's going to be good. It's going to be damn good. So, on one hand, we've got a match. We've got... it's going to be an incredible match for sure. On the other hand, we've got a segment, some promo battle here with the Judgment Day. This is going to be interesting. Different ways to kick things off for sure, right? This is different ways to kick things off. All right, let's see. True, I got it off, brother. It was making a lot of noise. Sorry about that. I got it off. Dominic is acting like the demon's son who needs to be kicked out of the house immediately. Exactly. He's acting like a brat. And nothing more than a brat. And that too, a deluded brat, you know? Wait a second, Roxanne Perez, alright. I thought they were going to be here for a segment, but no, they're not here to talk. They're out here to wrestle already. Interesting, okay. Wow, they must be really high on this lady Roxanne for her to kick off the show. That is nice. So Roxanne Perez and Rhea Ripley is kicking off NXT. I thought they were going to be here to talk, and I thought, alright, that's interesting. A segment versus a match? That's quite nice. But no, it's a match versus a match. Roxanne, Rhea versus Death Triangle, and of course, the best friends are Orange Cassidy. This will be interesting. Decent, good to see you. Alright, that's right. Hopefully Judgment Day will leave down. That's what I'm talking about, Gary. That's what they should be doing. Leave their baby brother behind. You know, he's gonna be just fine right here at daycare. Hopefully they leave him behind. My brother Andy, good to see you. Literally, guys, my neck's gonna hurt by the end of it because of looking left and right every single second. This is great. Okay, James, I love that. Love the oranges right there. I pick Rhea to win, says Ricky. I pick best friends to win, says Ricky. Okay, there we go right there. Pack in trouble, go for the roll up on Pack with a kick out. Alright, Mark says, hey AJ, I'm not sure where I saw it, but apparently Dave Meltzer scattered on Tony Khan and what's happening behind the scenes on AEW. Have you seen it? Well, Meltzer keeps talking a lot about AEW, so I'm not surprised that happened. If this is recent, I have to check that out, but wow, I'm not surprised that Meltzer did that, okay? Thanks for that, Mark. I'll definitely look into it. Anybody else has seen any remarks from Meltzer recently? Let us know. And Yankees won. That's right, Andy. Congratulations. Yankees did win. Nice super kick right there to Trent. And tag's been made. Okay. The Luchadors right here doing pretty well. Love that, Penta. Love it. Love it. All right. Nice punch right there. Speaking of NXT, we got Rhea Ripley going for the body slam on Roxanne Perez. Roxanne twists her arm. Rhea Ripley in a tough spot at the moment. It's incredible looking at both Rhea and Roxanne in the same ring. Roxanne is so much shorter, so much smaller than Rhea Ripley. She has a long way to go. You know, she definitely has a long way to go in terms of the attire, the outfit, the personality. She's got a lot of work to do right now. All right, Rhea Ripley now in trouble. Roxanne Perez gets her down. A little sloppy there. That could have gone a bit easily, but now, all right. Rhea Ripley, anyways, won't go down. Nice. Gets Roxanne up. Roxanne with a chop to the chest. Rhea Ripley is angry. And it looks like Roxanne will be paying the price. Oh, yeah, she does. Headbutt to the midsection from Rhea. I haven't seen that in a minute. Nice. Rhea Ripley. Nice clothesline to Roxanne. She goes down hard. Roxanne looks like a baby in front of Rhea. And he was coming back to right here. It seems like Dead Triangle could be in trouble right now. Oh my gosh, double T move. Trent once again dominating. Nice. All right, let's see. Meltzer is, I know, true. This guy is onto something for sure. Sup, Agent, my brother Tony, good to see you. NXT versus AEW, it's happening right here. Let's see, who wins tonight, which brand reigns supreme. Let's see if NXT is able to scissor AEW, or if it's gonna be the other way around. And I mean scissor, I don't mean the other thing, that's right. I know it's not related to AEW or WWE, but I feel it's important to share. I got asked to, oh wow, Timothy, congratulations. That's nice. All right, as we see here, wow. Crazy. Now they're taking it to the ring side. Dead Triangle dominating, doing pretty damn well. The best friends and Cassidy laid out ringside as we speak right now. Speaking of AEW, Rhea Ripley dominating, Roxanne in a tough position, and the fans are loving every bit of it. Also, can we just talk about the fact that all these fans in Florida tonight are getting to watch the likes of Rhea Ripley, Judgment Day, Kevin Owens, Chucky the Doll, all these people, Raquel Rodriguez, for free. These guys don't pay for it. All the audience that we see for NXT, they're all studio audience, so they don't have to pay to be there. It's RSVP. So they're very lucky to see all these incredible matches live and ringside, basically, without having to pay a penny. Is pretty damn good. Good for them indeed. And Rhea Ripley now ringside, taking a time off, right? Okay. And speaking of AEW, Pac is giving Orange Cassidy a hard time. I think Rhea may defeat Wrassingh, says Tony. It's gonna be interesting. How does Rhea Ripley open NXT and basically squash the face of NXT's women's division, right? Roxanne Perez is definitely one of the most beloved NXT women right now, women in NXT's roster right now, so it will be hard to see, Roxanne Perez taking the loss in the opening match of tonight's NXT. It'll be interesting to see. This Saturday, Halloween Havoc, that's right, Andy. It's Saturday. It's going to go down. It's going to be good. And Ricky says Yankees won. That's right. And well, Rhea is beating Roxanne and Raquel is beating the other girls. Speaking of that, guys, we just went to commercial on NXT. AEW is going strong. It's going down well. NXT is on commercial. We cannot see what's happening. AEW, it's going strong right now, so that's great. Let me know if you guys in America have a picture-in-picture for NXT, because I have a full-on commercial. So let me know if you guys have picture-in-picture, though. That's right, Rhea's beating Roxanne, indeed. It's strange to see the NXT Universe loving Rhea, I know, right? No, these guys are just happy, to be able to get all these big stars for free. So that's great. I see picture-in-picture, says Tony. Thanks for that, brother. For me, it's a full-on commercial, which means that I can direct my attention to AEW, the fantastic match that we have going on right now. Pac, by the way, is killing Orange. Orange is in a tough spot. My pick here is Dead Triangle. They're gonna win. That's my pick right now. All right, let's see. They love all of the former NXT people who got promoted to Raw. Yeah, because, it's like they move from NXT, they go to Raw, and they turn to these mega stars. And who doesn't love mega stars, right? So also it's a big success story. So all these NXT fans who invested into these guys before they were mega stars, to watch them turning into mega stars, these NXT fans would be so happy and proud. So great moment for them as well. It's not strange. Tony was really loved by NXT. That's right. Wait a second. I see. Oh, it makes sense, Andy. That's right. Chris says, AJD here. Charlie Haas did not appear at a wrestling event. He did not board a flight, so they are worried about Charlie. That's crazy. Okay. Did somebody not bring up Charlie Haas like yesterday when we were doing the watch-along? It's funny. Wow. I hope that... how recent is this story, Chris? Because that is quite concerning. I hope he's okay. Alright, picture-in-picture. Thanks for that, brother Chris. Well, hopefully he's going to be just fine. That is insane. Okay, now. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. NXT, good to see you, my brother Floppa. Floppa is here for NXT. I like that. Clay, good to see you. Welcome. And Tony says, now AEW has picture-in-picture break. I see. For me, I don't have a picture-in-picture break for AEW. I get a full-on match. So, with NXT, when they have a picture-in-picture break in America, for me, it goes on a full-on commercial. For AEW, when you guys have a picture-in-picture break in America, I still get full-on wrestling. So, that's great. Thank you, AEW. And here's Pac right now, dominating. Grabs Orange Cassidy by the head, pulls him up to his feet. Orange in trouble. Pac is looking to squeeze the juice out of him. Alright. That's right, some trash talking right now going on between the two. Pac verbally intimidating Orange Cassidy as we speak right now, looking to go for a big kick to the midsection. Orange in trouble, another big kick to the chest right there. And another one to the midsection. Orange Cassidy in big trouble right now. I Big Dead Triangle and Wrassingh, says Chris. Oh, I'm with you. I'm definitely with you right now. Stunner from Cassidy. Penta gets in there looking to take out Cassidy. But Cassidy with the neck breaker. There you go. Back and forth indeed here right now. Even though it's not official, but I feel like SmackDown and Raw stars on NXT. It feels like a Survivor Series crossover taking here. I know, right? Yeah, it does feel like that. But now, Survivor Series is not even about Raw or SmackDown. So I guess this is all the brand rivalry that we'll ever get this year. Right here on this show, brother. Love that, Andy. Andy says, Dead Triangle better win. That's right. Okay. Yeah, so Andy was the one who mentioned about Charlie Haas. Thanks for that, my brother Andy. Always keeping me up to date on all the stuff. Thank you for that. All right. Okay, so it seems like there's an update on the Charlie Haas matter, and he's okay. He's fine. He's just okay. Yeah. So that's great. Charlie Haas is fine. They have some of the whereabouts have come to light about him, and he just seems fine. So that's great. Anyways, let's see what else do we have going on right now. Film Nation, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love that. Okay, let's hope today's a better than yesterday's Raw. Hopefully it will be. Right now we're back from commercial on NXT, and Rhea Ripley sitting on top of Roxanne Perez, dominating with those big punches right to the back of the head. Roxanne in a terrible position right now. Rhea Ripley, the trash talking. Yeah, the verbal abuse right now on display from Rhea. And Chris says it happened over weekend. That's right. Thanks for that, Chris. I need to set freaking Rollins to have a very, very long run as a U.S. champion. I don't see why he cannot win when Roman hasn't beat since December 2019. Yeah, hopefully he's going to have a long run, but, there are some pit stops definitely in the way. Matt Riddle is one of them. He's got a lot of problems right now, a lot of people against himself. Matt Riddle, Mustafa Ali, the list goes on and on. He's got a lot of rivals backstage for sure. All these guys won the U.S. title. Super kick right there from Pac. These guys are looking to put him away. Oh my gosh, big neck breaker. This could be it for Pac right here. Double T move, and okay, he goes to make the tag to Penta. Very much needed indeed right there. Okay, whereas Veer is on NXT. I wonder if we're going to be seeing him tonight. I don't think we will, but it will be nice. Will be great, but I don't think we're going to be seeing him tonight. Hype for tonight. That's right, MG. We have all the reasons to be hyped for tonight. And Penta, with a big pile driver, takes it hard down, flat to the mat right now. Orange Cassidy, the best friends, with a group hug. There you go. The dramatic zoom out. Looks like they are looking to put this to an end right now. Yeah. The best friends in Orange Cassidy working their magic to put Penta away for good. Look at that. Great teamwork. Yeah, that's right. Going for the cover on Penta. It's a 1, it's a 2, and Pac gets in, breaking the cover. The match is not over. Not just yet. What a great match so far. That's right, Chris. Everything's right, brother. That's right. Okay, and Roxanne diving to the outside on Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is flat down on the ringside, and Roxanne is getting fired up right now. She finally has the match in control. And Dominic and Finn Balor and, of course, Damian Priest look quite concerned as they watch from a few feet away ringside. That's right, Mamma Mia, indeed, Tony. What a great show this has been already. Both the shows. Nice. Great way to kick this off. And here we are one more time with the confrontation, with the verbal exchange here between... Oh dear. Wow. So the Dead Triangle members, themselves had some kind of a heated exchange because Pac was looking to, pull off a dirty move right here and attack him with a foreign object. But of course, Orange Cassidy now with a reversal, the Superman punch, suplexes, they hit each other with all the big moves that they've got, and now rolling up to their own partners. Trent is in, Penta's in. We are looking at possibly the last few minutes of this match right here. Jacob, good to see you. And let's see what else do we have here. Okay, nice. Andy says I really like her myself. Soon Saraya will be wrestling. Andy, that's fantastic. I wonder if they're going to pull the trigger on it tonight because they need the ratings, right? They need to defeat WWE, which I think they will. They might, actually. But let's see. Let's see how this turns out. And thanks for that, Chris. How did you like the Hammerstone interview? Thank you. And there you see it. Nice. Dead Triangle dominating, doing very, very well right now. Speaking of NXT, Wrassingh with a drop kick to Rhea Ripley, sending her right straight to the corner. And Rhea Ripley grabs her mid-air, puts her down, face first to the mat, going for the cover on Wrassingh, going for the cover, and she kicks out. The match continues. And speaking of AEW, that's right, that is correct. The champions retain that triangle with the victory. You're right, guys. So we were correct. All of us who picked the Dread Triangle, we were right because they have just picked up the victory. Nice match to kick off Dynamite tonight, for sure. And speaking of NXT right here, look at that. NXT. Wow. Very interesting. The match still continues. So NXT's match went on a bit longer than AEW's match did. So head-to-head they're going. Wow, speaking of head-to-head, Rhea Ripley hits Roxanne Perez straight in the head with a headbutt, and now taking her down and out, going for the cover on Roxanne. It's a 1, it's a 2, and it's a 3. Just like that, Rhea Ripley with a victory. I love that. Rhea Ripley. Wow, so this match basically went about a minute longer than AEW's first match did, so they are definitely working together here. If you look at the time, yeah. The first 15 minutes done, and we're already done with one match. It's going to be a solid, action-packed show. Both the shows.
Me and Mox have been here in AEW for 3 years.
And now we're getting a little preview for the upcoming Moxley versus Hangman Page match, which is going to be for the world title the first time ever. It's going to be great. Mark says, by the way, AJ, you and Conman are two of my favorite wrestling streamers. Thank you for that, Mark. Now, Conman's a great guy himself. You know, I've had some personal interactions with this guy, and he's a great guy. He's a great dude. Thank you for that, Mark. Thanks for that. All right, I really appreciate you. Let's see what else do we have here. Good Death Triangle 1. I agree, Andy. No, they deserve to win, so I'm glad that they still are the champions. Absolutely. And Boda says, just starting AEW, you won't be disappointed. The first match was pretty damn good. Tony want to know I love that. Rhea won. That's right, Film Nation. I can see you're happy. Yes, Kevin Owens is going to be here tonight. Kevin Owens is not going to be the only one, though. We're also going to be joined by Chucky the Doll. Chucky the Doll will be returning to NXT tonight. Let's see what they have in store for us. Wait a second. And now we are here with Cameron Grimes, and he is taking the OC to the moon. We're here with Carl Anderson versus Luke Gallows and Cameron Grimes. I was expecting AJ Styles to be here, but apparently no AJ Styles, but he sent in his boys. He sent the Good Brothers here to team up with Cameron Grimes, and I can see they're wearing matching outfit, the red and the black, running wild right here. Even Cameron is dressed in matching outfit right here. That's nice. That is great. And speaking of AEW, now we are on commercial when it comes to AEW. NXT still going on, so that's pretty good. That's right.
You know the Good Brothers always want that paper. But more importantly, we want to go to the moon.
Wow. Good Brothers are fans of this. Oh my gosh. And they also do the Too Sweet. That is too sweet indeed. 6-man tag team match. Cameron Grimes and the OC versus the Schism. It's going to be taking place tonight. That's great. I was really expecting AJ Styles to be here, but that's okay. We still got the Good Old Brothers, so that should be good. And speaking of Good Old Brothers, we've got Tony D'Angelo, the Don of NXT, coming out now. I don't think he's the Don anymore, to be honest. He's not. He doesn't have his entourage anymore. And he's really a Don without his entourage? A Don needs his guys. He needs his men. He needs his sidekicks, the guys who will do the dirty work for him. Every Don needs people, but Tony has no person. He only has this guy, 2 stacks, and that's about it. So it makes no sense to me. Absolutely not. Moxley better get the win over Page. Then MJF cashes in and becomes champion. That'd be crazy, Andy.
Go! Ready? Let's go. Help me into the ring.
I'm not buying him as a Don anymore. I just cannot. One and done. No thanks to Dominic Guerrero. That's right, Tony. Hopefully they really decide, and consider dropping him here on NXT for the foreseeable future. He'd be happy here. He would love the NXT daycare, the NXT babysitting center. This guy needs to be here and needs to grow up over here.
Remember, this match is about earning respect.
All right.
Proving everybody who you are.
Yep.
Are you ready? Yeah, come on, who is it? Come on, you want to know?
Should be good. So we've got a surprise opponent right here. Let's see. Okay. Who is it gonna be?
Allow me to introduce Stack's opponent tonight.
Who is Stacks gonna be fighting you tonight? Let's see.
When we come back from this commercial.
Oh, come on. Give me a break. What is he, Tony Khan? Come on. Give me a break. So Tony Khan decides to take AEW to a commercial break. So NXT also has to do the same. I did not know that the Don, Tony D'Angelo, turned into Nick Khan. Really? He really had to give us a commercial break out of nowhere? That is crazy. And he was, let's see what else do we have here. Andy says, Moxley better win and MJF better cash in. That'd be nice. The club helping out Cameron. That's right. It's good to see the little partnership that they've got going over there. Apparently the club wants to go to the moon and Cameron Grimes wants to sweet them. So nice partnership indeed. I like that, Ricky. That's right. To the moon, brother. They are good brothers. You know it, Tony. You know it. I still, the whole OC thing, it's great. Sounds nice, I guess, but I will always call them the Good Brothers because that is what they are. And we're back from commercial now.
The right word, Tony.
By the way, just have to tell you, Jamie Hayter looks great tonight. Look at her. She looks like $1 million.
By the end of 2022, one of us will be interim AEW Women's World Champion.
I like that.
Let's jump ahead. One of us will be AEW Women's World Champion, but that's a whole other story.
I'm so glad that Britt Baker did not bring up interim, left the interim out, because it sounds stupid. Come on. We don't know when Thunder Rosa is going to come back. We don't know what the status is, so maybe leave the interim behind, then give us a world champion. That's it. By the way, both of them look great. Rebel looked great. Wow, nice. Anyways, let's see what else is going to be happening here. So we've got Tony Storm versus Hikaru Shida. Okay, this match is going to be up next. They are here for some serious business. They're not here for any jokes. They're not taking this lightly. First, they gave us that badass, trios tag team match, the title match to kick things off with AEW. And now the second match is already Hikaru Shida versus Tony Storm for the AEW Interim Women's World title. This is pretty badass. It's going to be a great match. Super nice. Let's see how this goes down. That's right. I know, Tony. I know. Come on. All right. And Jacob says, when am I going to be facing True? So it's going to be happening soon, I'll let you guys know when the next defense is going to be. But the coming few weeks are going to be super busy. But I'll let you know when the next defense will be. All right. True says Storm is going to win. I love the good old eyes here from Ricky for DMD. Badass Shida indeed. And also, Tony Storm looks pretty good. I've got to tell you guys, Tony Storm with his new hairstyle. I don't know if it's the Marilyn Monroe hairstyle or what she has going on here, but I love the hairstyle. I think it really enhances the whole look of Tony Storm. So I don't know. The hairstyle has done everything for me. I think I started taking her a lot more seriously ever since she got rid of the vet hair, whatever that was going on. Ever since she made her debut on AEW, she had the vet hair, and I was not a fan. This has made a world of difference for me. She looks great. Okay. Looks like a fighter indeed. And it's bangers after bangers after bangers. You know it, Hypnotic. You know it. It's not even Sheamus. Sheamus is not even on the show, either of the shows. And we're still getting bangers after bangers. That's right. Maybe it's just me, but it's a shame that WWE doesn't have the Bullet Club on their shows. I know why. I mean, the Bullet Club now basically has gone obsolete. Impact Wrestling does have the Bullet Club, or did have them. As long as these guys were there with them. They had a pretty, decent amount of the Bullet Club members, the original members. So that was pretty cool. But now if you look at it, the way that the Bullet Club members have been picked up by different promotions, and they've gone all over, they're spilled all over the place, they don't really exist anymore. It's they've lost their luster, their shine now. It's pretty sad. That's right. Storm says, Chris, they have history, nearly a decade long of history. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Tony Storm with a headlock locked in on Shida. Shida trying to get away with those punches in the midsection. And Tony Storm not letting go of her. Look at that. Gets her down. And speaking of NXT, we've got Grayson Waller. For some reason, the crowd is booing so loud, I could barely hear Waller. Okay, better.
Apollo Crews. And he hasn't had a match since, so who's really up their game? Harkins.
Well, Grayson, you blinded him.
I did blind him. I blinded him with my star power because I told the world I was going to kick Apollo Crews out of NXT because no one wants him here. And I'm the only one with the guts and the talent to make sure that happens, because Saturday caps off the worst comeback story in the history of the...
Of course, he's talking about his upcoming match coming up at Halloween Havoc. That's going to be interesting. So, wait a second. Chucky the Doll? This is how WWE is going to be killing AEW in ratings. They've got Chucky the Doll do the dirty work for them.
Halloween Havoc is going to be a spin the wheel and make the deal matter.
No, Chucky, I can't be heard.
Don't interrupt me. Life is full of surprises. So many choices. Ring of Fire, Buried Alive.
Okay.
Fear the believer, Grayson. It's your friend to the end. If you make it.
I'm gonna spin the wheel, man.
So, Saturday, Halloween Havoc is going to be the spin the wheel and choose your destiny, choose your fate kind of match. There are multiple options, even buried alive. So, Chucky the Doll has just made the announcement. Gracie Waller is sweating, nervous right now. Let's see how this goes down. But Saturday, Halloween Havoc, it's going to be interesting. Oh my gosh, Shinsuke Nakamura! These guys, every single match, I'm pretty sure every single match tonight on NXT has a main roster star. And that's how they decide to kill AEW in the ratings. I'm telling you, if after tonight NXT is not able to beat AEW, shame on them. Because, you know, Triple H, the last time that, he addressed this whole AEW versus NXT thing, he said, okay, so they beat our developmental territory, so what, they beat our developmental promotion, so what? Now they've got their main roster stars on the show tonight, so it's no longer just developmental, they've got the main stars here, so they better beat them, otherwise, shame on them, right? Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dax taking place right now. Let's see how this goes down. Tony's exactly right on what she said about AEW. Needs to stop calling her interim champion. I agree. She has been a solid champion, maybe a better champion than the actual champion, wherever she is right now. So I do agree with that as well, brother. Getting into you, Chucky the Doll. I would love to, but I think I'll have to ask Liv Morgan for permission first, brother. Let's go, Shida. That's right. Give Toni Storm the pit stop. Oh, hell yeah, Film Nation. And Shida right now getting up back to her feet here. Toni Storm in a terrible position. Maybe not. Wow. Toni Storm is not giving up here. Still stays in control. Shinsuke Nakamura looks happy. I like that he's dressed in the black and the yellow, for NXT. Shinsuke looks ready. Chucky is right. Perhaps he's convincing Liv Morgan to marry him. I know, right? It seems like they've got something going on. Yeah, she was at the premiere for Chucky's film, I guess, or whatever that was. So good for Liv. She's definitely embracing the dark side, isn't she? And time to play my air guitar. Love that, Tony. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, but who's going to win this match? Is it going to be Shinsuke? Is it going to be Stax? Who is picking up the win right now? Stax right now with the upper hand. Headlock locked in. Big punch to the head of Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura in trouble. I think Logan Paul is going to be very upset because Shinsuke Nakamura stole his colors. He stole his wardrobe. Literally. Dressing the black and the gold and the yellow. That's Logan Paul colors right there. Love the Woo. Love it. That's right. Who's next? Seth Rollins. Let's see, Jacob. I don't think Seth Rollins is going to be here on NXT. But you never know. You really never know. Alright, let's see. Let's go Shinsuke and Shida, says Tony. I liked it. S and the S. And Shida right now with the run up. And Toni Storm with a big kick to the midsection. And with the run up right there. Hurricane Rana right there from Shida to Toni Storm. She goes down hard. And once again was going to go for a clothesline to Shida. Shida stops her right there. Elbows right to Toni Storm. Irish whip. Toni Storm in trouble, and there you go, knee to the face. Toni Storm is in big trouble right now. Shida has turned the tables around 360 degrees, and yeah, Toni Storm in trouble. Let's see, Jeff says, best faction of all time, everyone. Best faction of all time. Oh dear, that's such a tough, Wow, that's, I probably, you put me on the spot right now. I probably will have to go with the, you know what, I'll play safe maybe. I probably should go with DX, I guess. I guess I'll say DX, that's right. But great question from Jeff. Let's answer everybody. Alright, as you see here, Shinsuke Nakamura right now dominating. Speaking of AEW, it is Toni Storm who's now dominating. Elbow strike to Shida. Shida with an elbow strike too. Okay, they're going at it back and forth here. Creating elbow strikes between each other. Yeah. They're hitting each other with the exact same move, the elbow strikes. And now, a headbutt from Storm to Shida. Shida with a big kick to the side of the head of Toni. And Toni collapses back to the mat. NWO, I was about to say NWO Run DMG, but then I thought, you know what, maybe I should play safe. And I went with DX. But you know what, NWO, for sure, brother. Absolutely. And there we go. Uppercut to Shinsuke Nakamura. Stacks right now with the upper hand. Turning this around. I'm impressed. Did not expect Stacks to do as well as he's doing right now. Big punch to the head, going for the cover. And Shinsuke Nakamura kicks out. I've got a feeling that Stacks might actually pick up the victory. You know, if there's a main roster star, that would be okay jobbing out to NXT star. I think it's Shinsuke Nakamura. They can make him a jobber. You know, he already has lost his luster. He's lost everything on the main roster itself. So I don't think he would have a problem putting Stacks over. as hideous as it sounds, I think he's gonna put him over. By the way, a big kick to Stacks right now. Shinsuke Nakamura looking to put this to an end. Let's see. Imagine, I hate Rick Books. I mean, hate is a very strong word. I probably should not use that word, but I don't like Rick Books around Shinsuke Nakamura. Should not come back. I don't think he should come back. I feel like Shinsuke Nakamura really got, unserious, if that's a word, but really, he stopped taking things seriously ever since he got aligned with Rick Books. So these two should stay separate. On their own ways. The original WWE, that's right, the original one. Oh, wow. Tony Storm here with the reversal and goes for a German suplex to Shida. Shida is probably seeing stars right now. Yeah. Wow. Alright, speaking of NXT, Shinsuke Nakamura, I thought he got the victory, but no, Stacks kicks out just in the nick of time. And now the sleeper hold locked in from Shinsuke to Stacks. Shinsuke looking to pick him up, and Stacks with a reversal gets away from the hold. And now, wait a second. Wow. Punch right there to the side of the head of Shinsuke Nakamura, twisting his arm. Another punch right there to the head of Nakamura. And Nakamura with a very clever counter. The armbar locked in on Stacks. Stacks in trouble. Only if it can make it to the ropes and cause the rope break. It's like, he probably will. It's not too far away. And Four Horsemen is my favorite, thanks to all responding. I like that, Jeff. Oh yes, how did we forget about the Four Horsemen? Oh my gosh! He took Shinsuke Nakamura's head out with that uppercut. Shinsuke Nakamura is down. I don't think he's getting back up from that. And now he's targeting the arm of Shinsuke. Nakamura gets away. And now, tremendous kick, knocking him out the park. Stacks in trouble. Shinsuke looking to put this to an end right now. Another big kick to Stacks, kicking him out of the ring to the ringside at the feet of Tony D'Angelo. Tony D is disappointed. You can see the look on his face. He is disappointed in his subordinate in Stacks. He is disappointed right now. By the way, Tony Storm going for the cover. Oh, wow. Wow. Good for her. Tony Storm has defeated Shida. Tony Storm retains her championship. So far, both the champions have retained the titles. Does that mean that every single champion's got to be retained tonight? Or are we looking at least one title change? What do you guys feel about all of this? Let me know. By the way, it is Hater and the DMD. There. Wait a second. What's going on here? Wow. Nice. So Shinsuke Nakamura also defeats Stacks. It's very interesting how both the shows are really working here, head to head. Both of the shows so far have had matches almost at the same time, about 15 minutes each. AEW's match is over, and so is NXT's. Quite interesting.
Rick said earlier what her and Jamie said, one of those two would be the world champion. Oh my God! Hold on a minute.
Is Saraya gonna get physical here tonight? It seems like it. Saraya running out to Britt Baker. They're getting physical. That's right. Saraya takes her down and goes with those big punches right there to Britt Baker. Saraya, yes, she had to choose this night to go out there. They are brawling in the ringside. And speaking of what's happening in the ring, it is Rebel who's teaching Storm a lesson. And Saraya tosses Britt Baker over the barricade to the fans. And Hater realizes there's trouble happening ringside. What is she gonna do? Is she drawing a weapon? She's drawing a weapon. Rio show. Holy crap! Holy crap! Oh my gosh!
Women's World Champion, and now she's getting involved in the mix.
Wow! We knew, right, that these guys definitely have something up their sleeve. Rio shows up. Saraya gets physical. Wow, this is crazy. Did not see this coming at all. Pleasant surprise.
Rio flies and takes out Jamie.
You know what, I love Jamie Hayter, but Rio probably took that spot. For me, she's even better. I like that. This is great. Tony Storm cannot believe it. Look at the face of the... oh, wow. And they're hugging it out like two best friends. Tony Storm is so surprised and so happy to see Rio. And speaking of NXT right now, we've got a guy in the mask. Of course, Axia. We've got Von Wagner having a bit of an exchange in the kitchen. Nice. Anyway, let's see what else do we have here. 2-0 NXT, that's right, Ricky, good job. Bayley pins Bianca Belair on Monday Night Raw next week, and they make Bayley versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title at Crown Jewel. It's possible. It is possible for sure. But where is Saraya? Is she not going to join the two ladies to the back? Apparently not. I don't know where they are. Are Saraya and Britt Baker, are they still brawling somewhere in the crowd? Quite interesting. Rio and Tony Storm, like two best friends, hand in hand, walk to the back. What a great sight that was. Nice movement. Rio is back. This is her house indeed, Andy. Absolutely. I love Rio, says Tony. Oh, yeah. That, you know, I feel like AEW so far has the upper hand. Let me know, guys, which promotion do you think is doing better right now? Is it AEW? Is it NXT? For me, I think AEW has the upper hand right now, you know, in terms of what they're doing. I mean, Paige Saraya just got in there, you know, laid the smackdown on Britt Baker. We got Rio returning. I feel AEW is winning right now. Also, better matches is what I feel. Let's see. Rio is back. That's right, Andy. That is right. This is my AEW Damage Control. Okay, wow, okay. That's nice. Joe is apparently...
Phil chose the wrong ones.
So basically, Warjo here with a message for Mike Bennett and Matt Taven and Maria Kanellis. They say that these guys, they chose the wrong one. So this should be an interesting rivalry. I think Maria Kanellis with her stuff on the microphone and of course her husband and whatnot, they'll make a great feud with Warjo. And now we have Renee Young with FTR backstage.
2022 you've had so far. I mean, you've got the AAA tag team titles, the IWGP tag team
I've got
titles.
to tell you guys this. AEW needs to fix their sound system because whenever they're backstage and they're doing these interviews, you know, the early part of the interviews, always the voice is echoing. They gotta fix that.
Back, okay? For the
Yeah, it's echoing.
What you were there for at the beginning, for the better part of the decade, all Cash and I've ever wanted to do was be the greatest tag team of all time.
I don't know, they gotta fix that. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. Commercial for NXT right now.
The Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions and the IWGP and AAA World Tag Team Championships. But coming with that is a big target on our back. So whether it's Dragon Lee and Dre Listico from AAA or the Gates of Agony, or last week, as soon as last week with the Kingdom, they're going for our Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. We've got that huge.
That's right, the Kingdom, Chris. Kingdom is an AEW. Honor No More is an AEW. I wonder what's going to be happening to the original Honor No More in Impact Wrestling. They have like 2 people left in Impact. Of course, they got Eddie Edwards, they got Kenny King, but that's about it, I guess. So Impact's Honor No More is basically no more. That's it.
We have to be 2-time tag team champions, or I just can't live with myself. And right now, we are the rightful number 1 contenders. So,
you're right, Ron.
I know you're not here talking about number 1 contendership up in whose house? Swerve's house. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they have the boom mic, you know, getting the fans chants and whatnot, but the chant was weak. The reaction was weak to Swerve House. They probably could not catch that.
Oh, you want to come to AEW?
Anyways.
No. We, Swerve and our glory, deserve the number 1 contenderships, and not you.
Is Keith Lee gonna pull a Carlito on all of us? He's eating a red apple. Yeah, would be nice if he decides to pull a Carlito on these guys tonight.
For once,
Wait a second, are you kidding me? Wow, these guys are really close. You know, you can tell. Only people like them, I mean, only people so close would share an apple. So good for these guys. They're really close. Sharing an apple? Wow. Nice. They really are a good tag team without a doubt. Alright, Film Nation, I see you around, my brother. I don't like Dak's mustache. Oh. I don't know, brother. Honestly, I cannot imagine Dax without a mustache anymore. I know we've seen that in the past, but now I just cannot. I think I feel uncomfortable just at the thought of seeing Dax without mustache. I like it. I think it just suits him just fine. Banger after banger indeed, Nautic. So far, we've seen 4 matches in the first 30 minutes of the shows, and honestly, we're winning tonight. I don't know which promotion is winning, but we're winning because we're watching some great matches. Dream matches that too. I mean, guys like Stax and Shinsuke, I don't know if that's a dream match for somebody, but it's got to be a dream match for somebody out there. But if it wasn't for AEW, we wouldn't be seeing Stax versus Shinsuke Nakamura ever, or at least in the foreseeable future. So that's that, right? We're also going to be seeing Kevin Owens bringing his KO show to NXT, so that's going to be pretty interesting. Of course, NXT is pulling their best stocks. AEW is pulling what they've got at their arsenal, the best things, and it's been so far so good. And speaking of that, we now have another main roster star again. Every single match here on NXT tonight, it has a main roster star. Every single one of them does. Now Sonya Deville is making her way out. This is going to be an interesting match because we know what happened last week. Sonya Deville made her surprise return to NXT and attacked the lady out of nowhere, Alba Fire out of nowhere. And tonight there's going to be repercussions. Sonya Deville is looking to take out Alba Fire in this one-on-one match. Of course, Mandy Rose, due to the unfortunate incident in her life, she's no longer, she's not here. She's taking some time off from NXT. So Sonya Deville, being the best friend and the good friend that she is basically, holding the territory for her and filling the shoes in for her, leading Toxic Attraction until at least Mandy Rhodes come back. So that's great. And he says Swerve is being disrespectful in AEW recently. Yeah, that's right. Swerve has quite an attitude, doesn't he? Definitely does, brother. And as we see here, a look at the assault from Sonya Deville, towards Alba Fire from last week. All right. Deville looks good. Yeah. Looking at this right now, looking at the three of them and Alba Fire, I feel bad for Alba. I feel like she is certainly the underdog in this match and probably is going to go down. Another main roster star is going to pick up the win here. I feel like so far, both the matches that we've had, the main roster stars have picked up the victory. So if it's against Sonya Deville, it's not a very good look for NXT because you don't want all of your NXT stars to lose to main roster stars, do you? But let's see Sonya Deville right now. Nice, they're going back and forth. Headbutt to the chest, Sonya Deville goes down. And we've seen this move at least in three matches tonight. The headbutt to the chest, interesting. I pick Alba, says Chris, okay. Come on, Sonya, just slow down Alba Fire. I agree. Yeah, just slow her down. Alba Fire is too quick. So once you have a hold on her speed and you can slow her down, you got it. And there you go. She pulls on the leg of Alba Fire. She was standing on the second rope, showing off. Alba Fire goes back first into the top turnbuckle and goes down hard to the mat. Sonya looking to take advantage, going for the cover, and Alba kicks out. Clay says, I want to meet Bayley. All right, Clay. Hopefully you do meet Bayley. I acknowledge you for sure.
Face for a rematch, Darby. 2 weeks ago, you beat me, but it was a fluke. And I'm going to prove to you, the world, myself, my best friend, that I can beat you anytime I want. That's why we're here.
All this, just ask for a rematch. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I did beat you. And in the rematch, I'm going to beat you again. And then you're going to want another rematch. And I'm going to beat you again and again.
All right.
Hold on, Darby.
Interesting.
You want to listen to what I got to say. The fact is, we know your weakness. And it wasn't just us that came up with it.
All right, so now we're looking at a match versus a segment, basically. Alba Fire, Sonya Deville brawling. And if you talk about AEW, we've got a little backstage segment here where Jay Lethal wants a rematch against Darby Allin. Darby Allin says, I'll give you a rematch, but I'm going to beat you one more time. Okay, these guys definitely not on the same page right now. I know, Chris, GCW this weekend. We'll see, Chris, because as I said, we've got a lot of cricket going on as well. I'm going to be trying some cricket out. Let's see how this goes. Of course, India's going to be, battling in the cricket field. So we're going to be doing that. GCW this weekend is unlikely because of how packed the schedule is going to be this month. Yeah, hopefully we'll do GCW soon. But this month is going to be tight. That's right. All right, Alba once again. Look at that. Toxic Attraction, of course, with a dirty business. Come on. Come on. I think we all knew that this wasn't going to go down fair and square. Toxic Attraction, they get involved, and now it's a 3-on-1 assault. Exact same thing that we saw last week. We're taking a look at it. Wait a second, are you kidding me? What's happening? Wait. Is Mandy Rose? Mandy Rose is here, guys. What is going on right now? Holy crap, guys. I don't care if you're watching AEW. You've got to watch NXT right now because Mandy is here, and I'll tell you she's looking good. She's looking good. That's all I've got to say. Mandy's looking good. You gotta watch.
At Halloween Havoc, I'm fighting fire with fire. And I'm gonna be more callous, more vicious, and more ruthless.
All right, now I don't think this was part of Mandy Rose's plan.
And now Alba Fire, look at that. She grabs her bat, taking out 3 of the women, but not Mandy Rose, not just yet. There you go. Nice. So she takes out Sonya, she takes out the rest of the 2 women, but not Mandy. Gives her a fair warning, grabs her title. So at Halloween Havoc, it's got to be Mandy versus Alba Fire. Let's see how this goes down. I like that, okay? Figure 4 with Darby under the garage door was crazy. This is going to be a nice and interesting rematch when it happens. MJF is coming out right now. Let me see. Wow. I thought my glasses were deceiving me, but it looks like he's growing out his beard. The sideburns a lot thicker than ever, so good for him. How would MJF look with the beard on? That'd be nice. Well, I can only imagine. He would look nice with a beard on for sure. All right, good for Mandy. That's right, Andy. That is right. 4-1, Alba 1. Indeed, brother. Even though DQ, that's okay. And there you see it, Wesley, and these guys are now brawling in the back. Wesley, Carmelo Hayes, and of course, wow. The full-on brawl backstage. Love that, Ricky. Wow, and the brawl is taken out to the ring.
Tell a story.
Wait.
And I don't care how long it is, you're gonna listen, because whether you realize it or not, you owe me that. Cincinnati, bear with me. When I was 19 years old, training in the business for 1 year at the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy, one faithful day I get pulled over to the side by my trainers, Pat Buck and Brian Myers. And they're good guys. They're good guys. And they say, kid, congrats, your hard work's paid off. We got you WWE extra work.
Oh my
and to
God.
some that might not
really?
seem like a lot, but to me
Wow.
at the time, it was the only show in town and it was an opportunity. And an opportunity is all I needed. So I packed my best gear, I put on my best suit, and I drove to the Barclays Center, didn't I? And then, me and the extras, we were all put together.
He's really telling us a WWE story right now. Quite interesting.
Then Sir William Regal.
Okay.
You proceeded to tell us you are all going to go to the ring and have tryout matches before the show's proceedings tonight. You then had us up against a random opponent. We were put in a single file line, and my match was set to go on second. And the first match gets in the ring, two young dreamers. And the onlookers were as follows: Arn Anderson, Dean Malenko, Adam Pearce, and William Regal. They then locked up.
He's actually telling us the entire WWE story of how it goes on, you know, the day in the life of a WWE extra work wrestler.
It was on, man.
Or a
Then
jobber.
it was my turn. I was shaking like a leaf. I got in that ring, but I knew I wasn't fighting for a contract. I was fighting for my life, because make no mistake about it, Will, professional wrestling is my life.
Wow. Passionate promo from MJF. How many times have I had independent wrestlers on the show and they have told me this exact same story about themselves working in as an extra performer for the WWE here and there? That's pretty interesting. MJF, you know, sharing the story with the world right here on this stage. That's nice. That's right, Ron DMG already talking WWE.
And you said, kid, you got 3 minutes to sell yourself to me. Go.
Right.
And boy, did I. And by the time I was done talking, your jaw was on the floor, wasn't it? And then you picked it up, and I'll never forget what you said to me. You said, kid, I'm gonna get you a job here today. And then what happened, huh? And then what happened? And then I realized in that moment, I did it. I was no longer going to be looked at by all the naysayers as a 5'0" ADD riddled Jew boy. No, I was going to be a superstar.
Nice. Quite a heartfelt promo right here from MJF. Interesting.
It was about to be accomplished. And then, with a crooked grin, you said, how old are you, kid? And I said, 19 years old, sir. And you looked at me and you said, kid, I'm sorry, but you're much too young. My heart stopped, my dreams evaporated in that fell swoop. And in that fell swoop,
You effed up chants echoing across the place right now.
me
Yeah.
with your version of hope. You said to me, kid, I don't like to put my name on many people, but when I do, they get jobs here. The list is small, but the list is as follows: Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson.
There you go.
And Cincinnati's own Jon Moxley.
Interesting. Okay, it's quite interesting.
And here's what I want. I see something in you when you become of age.
I thought he would maybe cross the line, you know, and mention a WWE superstar. Didn't do it. All the BCC members, that's okay. That's sweet.
Single month, I want you to send me a match and a promo. So I went home, didn't I, Will? And I busted my ass.
Yeah.
Month 1, you respond to me, Maxwell. Thank you so much. I look forward to reviewing your progress.
You know, this exact story that he's sharing right now, I had this guy, Matthew Raywald, and I believe, yes, it was Matthew Raywald who told me that William Regal told him the exact same thing. You know, he told him to go home, record himself, you know, cutting promos and stuff like that in front of a mirror, and Matthew Raywald every single day would stand in front of the mirror, cut promos and send them over to William Regal. William Regal would review them at 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, you know, after he would come back home for the promo center, and would tell him, alright, keep it up, kid, do this, do that, give him advice. The same exact thing that MJF is sharing right now, I've heard the same exact thing about William Regal asking stars to cut promos in front of their bathroom mirror, sending him over to William Regal, and he would check them and give them advice in their free time. Something he does not have to do, but he does do it just for the sake of wrestling and just for the sake of wrestlers, because he's a good person and he wants to see good wrestlers prosper in the industry. So he's done this to countless people, and it's just one of the reasons why he's one of the greatest out there. So good.
Being a high-level performer, when you do, trust me, I'll know. Unfortunately for you, the game has changed. The WWE exclusively hires the best talent in the world to the top world-class athletes. When you're one of them, then maybe send me your stuff.
Wow, aren't they mentioning the WWE a bit too much right here in this promo? Wow, that is interesting. Okay. No, just name dropping them so casually, it's quite interesting. You'd never expect the WWE to do the same to AEW, would you? Yeah, very, very edgy. 19 too young for the WWE, that's right. Did MJF drop WWE name drop? They did. He did.
When I read that email, I wanted to quit professional wrestling. I wanted to quit my life. Look me in the eyes when I say this. That email made me want to kill myself.
This is quite an edgy promo. Very passionate, but very edgy. Talking about suicide right here. Things are getting heated up for sure. Yeah.
And then I realized that if I did, then you and all the naysayers would win, and I couldn't have that. Now could I, Will? No. And now here we are, and my God, have the tables turned. The year is 2022, and you are nothing more but a sad, withered old man who got fired.
That's right, Ron DMG. Everybody knows the WWE, and now, of course, the third match on NXT is over. The third. Yeah, that's right. And now we're taking a look at Joe Gacy and the Diets, because these guys are going to be having a big match later on tonight where they're going to fight Cameron Grimes and the OC in a 6-man tag team match. I think that probably is the main event of the night, and in between we should be getting Kevin Owens and other people showing up, so let's see.
And I'm also the man who your former employers now would be willing to take several human lives.
Wow.
Simply.
Now we're getting this match up next. The Schism and Cameron Grimes and the OC, they're going to be battling up next. Quite interesting. So we're entering basically the second hour of the show, and they're kicking things off with this match. That's nice.
Not to put a chip on my shoulder, no. I read that email whenever I need a good, hearty laugh. Because that's what you've become to me, Will. Nothing more than a joke. And you know who I'm about to become? The AEW Champion of the World! Because my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I'm better than you, and you know it!
That was nice. That was a very passionate promo. Quite edgy, but you know, that's what happens when you put your emotions out there without any filters, and that's what MJF does well. You know, it was not just the stuff that he said on the microphone, but also the look on his face. You could tell how emotionally driven he was, you know, when he was cutting that promo. Very nice. Sweet. That was nice. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. MJF always does a good job on the microphone, without a doubt, brother. And now William Regal has a mic. Let's see.
Job done.
Wow. He has turned the fans against Regal. Because Regal did not hire him when he was 19, the fans are now booing the heck out of Regal. Interesting.
I left home and went to work on a carnival and was having to fight grown men to get into this industry. I wasn't trying to cast you aside, Max. I saw exactly in you what I'm seeing now, and it's making me happy. I saw somebody who is going to be...
It almost feels like William Regal is providing an explanation to MJF and to the fans, so these guys don't hate him. Poor guy. Yeah. Alright, Tony Khan. Alright, Jacob, I'll let you know when we do a quiz. Alright, I'll let you know. Tony Khan says he wants AEW to be its own entity, but yet compare and name drop WWE a lot.
Of every hole in your body, and you want to quit, but you won't let yourself. Because at 17, I said, no, I will not quit. I will keep going because I am going to be a professional wrestler. And if a bloody email is what it took to get you to this place, and you've held on to that for 7 years, you've had it easy, sunshine.
You know what I would love right now? I would love it if AEW actually, talks about and addresses the fact that they're going head-to-head against WWE tonight. I would love it if that happens, because if that happens, that's the start of the war. That's them acknowledging it, that this is a full-on war on TV, and that'd be pretty nice.
When you brush your teeth, you need to stand and talk and practice.
Absolutely true. This is an incredible promo from both the guys.
When you pick up a microphone, I could see how incredibly talented you were then. I watched you against Young Wheeler the other week. I can see what an incredible talent you are. You're 26 years old. Before you were born, I was insulting Mr. Shivani. I was beating people up, but I would never lay a hand on him. I'm what they call an ODV. That's an ordinary, decent villain. Anybody that steps between these ropes, that's fair game. But you never put your hand on somebody like Mr. Shivani.
Oh, wow. I like that. All right. Wow. Okay. So this is Uno Reverso right here from El Regal towards MJF. He says, I was an overly decent villain, an ODV. That's what people called me. You never put your hands on somebody like poor Mr. Shivani. So this is Uno Reverso right here from Regal towards, of course, MJF. Getting some heat on the guy.
To me, just because you're making lots of money, that still doesn't prove anything to me.
I like that.
You hire people to do your bad work for you. You wear a ring to knock people out. I didn't need a ring to knock people out.
Wow.
It was because I just like hitting people with them. Max, don't take any shortcuts. You want to be a real bad guy? You want to be the devil? Then make a name for yourself by doing it right. Beat everybody that stands in front of you, and I don't care what liberties you take with competitors.
Beat anybody that stands in front of you. Is he gonna beat the crap out of William Regal by the end of this promo? I've got a feeling that it might just happen. Look at the eyes of this guy. By the way, KO show probably is gonna be main eventing the night, and we're gonna be having Braun Breaker, Dragunov, and JD McDonough. It's gonna be possibly the main event, the final segment of the night, the KO show with these three. By the way, I must tell you, Braun Breaker, they're just, I don't know, he's a good guy, he's a sweet guy. Definitely, people love this guy, Braun Breaker, but he already, seems like he's already a part-timer. Before he's also made it to the main roster, he already seems like a part-timer to me, and that is a problem. I barely see him wrestle, and that is a problem. And look at that. MJF wants to attack him, but something keeps him away.
You still have a lot to prove.
I like that. Wow. MJF might have started this whole promo, with the upper hand, but William Regal here walks away, shutting him up for good, Not by getting physical in the ring or getting him beat up by his men. William Regal, with his own wisdom and with his words, shuts up MJF, and that's not something that a lot of people can do. So William Regal, apparently if he was still working for the WWE and MJF would have come for a tryout, might have not hired him because he still has a lot to prove. What a great promo that was, and even after the promo you can see how disappointed MJF looks, and I'm glad that they did not cut out right after Regal left, because this is what means so much. Watching MJF just walking to the back, in despair, in sorrow, just a broken man. Yeah, this is what we need to see. Great stuff indeed. Alright, wait a second.
Champion that has ever existed.
This is so cool. Alright, so we're not going to be going to the ROH World Title match, and they show us a glimpse at Kevin Steen as the ROH star, right? So that's nice. Kevin Owens basically making a double appearance on NXT and also on AEW with, the little video of his from back in the day as Kevin Steen. Nice. What a great promo that was, by the way, guys. Fantastic promo, and a fantastic promo basically versus a fantastic match. We also got the OC here. Competing. They've got Cameron Grimes and OC versus the Schism. The match is going on right now. Great promo indeed. True. I got goosebumps from that promo. It was great. It was wonderful. That's right, Ricky. That was an epic promo. Absolutely, Chris. It was a thing of beauty. Yeah, outstanding promo. I love it. Everybody has nothing but good things to say about that promo, and rightfully so. I see it right there. I see Seth Rollins. I just spotted Kevin Owens. They played it twice, just in case you missed the first time. Wow, good for them. Kevin Owens making appearances on both the shows. That's historic. Looks like the Peacocks are next. And you know it, Andrew. You know how much I love the Peacocks. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. And here we are. It's scissoring time now, guys. We've got the Acclaimed and Daddy S. And Renee Young. I hope it doesn't get, not PG.
AEW. And yes, someone is trying to take away the phenomenon that everybody in this...
MJF should leave Cincinnati with the world title. That's right, Andy. I know you want it to happen. I want for it to happen. Hopefully, it does happen, brother.
Live in Jacksonville where the Acclaimed were born, it's going to be the Acclaimed versus Tony Nese and Josh Woods.
That's right.
Titles versus trademark.
That's right.
And we're going to get back to scissoring because everyone loves the Acclaimed.
That's right.
And Mark Sterling, you want to cool us off? You want to get involved with what we got going on? No, we're hot forever. So Smart Mark, a.k.a. Sharp Mark, on Friday night, we're going to stomp you in the nuts.
And that's a mic drop.
Did you see how Renee Young basically declined the scissoring from Daddy Ass? That was funny. Okay, that was funny. The way she just declined that offer to scissor, it was hilarious. Okay, anyways, I must say this, guys. People said that, Renee Young is just an interviewer. It's not a big get. They're making a big deal out of it. Yes, she is just an interviewer, not a wrestler. It's true. But she is definitely a big get. It adds a lot of, professionalism and adds a lot of weight to these backstage interviews. Renee Young is definitely a personality in wrestling that who is cherished by the fans, and rightfully so. So, yeah, she definitely adds a lot of value to these interviews. Good for her. Good to see her here in AEW. Billy Gunn still loves The Rock. By the way, Black Adams, guys, it's coming out. I think it's already out in India. It's going to be out in America, I believe, day after tomorrow. So are you excited to see Black Adams? It's coming up soon. And love that. All right, Ricky, I'm not scissoring